Hello everybody and welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. My name is VSDA and this is this week's News Friday, where I talk about all the week's gaming news gone by, some film news or anime, etc. if need be. Just a quick response to that vlog video that got 100 views in like a day, which I was amazed at. You know, I think my point of the whole video, more or less in terms of who was watching my videos, was just simply about the numbers of I'm not expecting 1,000 people to watch every single video. That's not the case. I was simply saying maybe 200 per video or something like that. But at the end of the day, you'll watch what you want to watch, and I can't keep badgering people into that. I am new at the success, so I'm trying to manage it, and I'm trying to get. I actually had more engagement in that one video than I have most of my other videos. I know FIFA was boring or like long, you know what I mean? It was football, but we'll be jumping to other games anyway. So either way, that's a lesson learned. I'm just going to continue as normal and keep chipping away at the block, getting bigger and better every single day, hopefully, right? Anyway, on with the this week's News Friday. Sorry to go on about that. But early on Monday morning, the Screen Actors Guild Association, Federation of Television and Radio Artists, announced a potential strike if upcoming contract negotiations fail to produce a workable contract with 11 companies that SAG-AFTRA, if I've got that said that right, threatened to strike, including Activision, Electronic Arts, and Take-Two Interactive. The union has been negotiating this contract since early 2015, when the previous contract was established in 1994, expired last year. Now, of course, that contract, 1994 to 2015, damn, that's a long time, and that needs to be updated. Look how big games are now with Destiny, £500 million in 1 week, etc. You know, the way games are, they're like massive movies now, you know what I mean? Some of the budgets that these big corporations or game companies actually have. So definitely that has to be upgraded, no doubt about that. The union, which the unionized of these voice actors, has basically voted overwhelmingly to strike. Apparently 96% of members expressing support. That's absolutely incredible. That's more or less, you know, the entirety of the union there. What would this mean? A strike would involve that all SAG-AFTRA affiliated performers cease their services to the 11 companies as long as the project started later than February 15th, 2015. This means upcoming releases like Destiny 2. Oh my god! Destiny 2's a fucking insult. Amy Hemming's Star Wars game and Rockstar's sequel, Red Dead Redemption, may not be able to hire professional talent that gives life to their stories. Okay, so let's talk about what these voice actors are demanding, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. So, a reasonable demand, it reads. SAG-AFTRA is pursuing a variety of demands for their performers, including various adjustments to workplace safety. You're a voice actor. You're in a voice booth. Unless it means taking care of your voice somehow, I can't really see what kind of safety measures you would need in place. But I don't know. I'm ignorant of it. I mean, you're sitting there in a voice booth, so I don't know what they mean by safety. I mean, it's whatever. Okay. Yeah. So, and also transparency. Again, I don't know really what that means. I mean, like being open about something. Transparency, like you can see everything. I don't really understand that part either. However, the most controversial proposal on the table is in regards to secondary compensation for vocal performers. Okay, so under the proposed contract, vocal performers in games would be entitled to a bonus for every 2 million copies of a game sold, or subscribers for online titles, capped at 8 million, according to SAG-AFTRA. This would represent a reasonable bonus for exemplary performance in the most successful of releases. Similar contracts in other industries contain the same clause, so it seems reasonable that this contract would as well. However, the bonus structure has been met with a fair degree of bitterness from critics of SAG-AFTRA's negotiations. Okay, so voice actors. Okay, now let's get this straight. Voice actors are actors, 101. There's no doubt about that. When you look at Hollywood, they've got bigger budgets and stuff like that, or any kind of an actor. They put in a lot of work. The physical performance, the dressing up, the this or that, you know, learning of lines. Yes, we know that, like a voice actor would. But they put the screen time, and inevitably in the industry itself, if you're an advert, for example, when you run an advert, if I put my voice over it, I get paid a certain amount, or whatever they describe that. But if I'm on camera, I get more money. So if you're on camera, you get more money. If you're just voicing something, you get less money. That's 101. That's basic. That's just principle. Now I'm all for. Now I love voice actors. Richard Epcar, Tara Strong, my favorite voice actors. You know, and I even get upset when I'm watching an anime and they change the voice actor. It pisses me off. I'm in favor of, you know, paying a voice actor a decent wage, especially depending on the actual series. So for example, if you're on Bleach or something, it's very successful, then, you know, of course it was in the beginning just a payment, and now it's been successful and you're part of that series. Pay them a reasonable amount to you know, to follow the quote of how popular it is, kind of thing, you know what I mean? That only seems kind of fair, to be honest with you. As for the bonus thing, the bonuses for me, I kind of disagree with. You know, you're not on camera, you're just doing a voice. Yes, you bring these to life, and you've got great voicing talents, as it were, but the idea that you get an extra fee as a bonus for voicing a character, when, you know, there's so many other people in the industry, including this one tweet, which I 100% agree with. He said, yeah, maybe the people who talk deserve something, or we can give it to the artists who do vastly more. And that is 100% right, I feel. I mean, why not give everyone a bonus? Look at the guy that drew the character, who made the character, or, you know, the backdrop, the artwork, you know what I mean? Don't they deserve, like, royalties as well for all their hard work and hours of, you know what I mean, like, painstakingly drawing these things and colouring them and all the rest of it? So I don't really know. I mean, a voice actor comes in, you could put anybody, a voice actor, bring them into any project, and they do a voice, learn the lines, and then the director goes, that's done. And then you walk out, and then you don't think about it, you know what I mean? You don't spend months and months and months on artwork and all the rest of it, you know what I mean? So I kind of disagree with the fact, even though it would be capped at 2 million, to every 2 million of a success rate of, like, you know, product being sold. Of course, not every game is going to sell 2 million copies. It is capped at 8 million, so they wouldn't keep getting bonuses. It would just be you know, up to a point of 8 million, which is, I you know, don't think too many games go platinum. I mean, you know, few and far between, only the big budget ones. Of course, if you are a voice actor, you can't demand, or at least I wouldn't think you could demand that kind of thing based on the fact that it's a smaller company. Well, if it's just in the contract, I mean, let's face it, if it kicks off, you'll get it, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know, I kind of disagree with it. I think I'm more interested in them getting fairer pay, if you're part of the series, to offset that particular series, because it's already established, and it would be a one-time contract. You know, you go in there, you do it, you get X amount of money for X amount, whatever they've offered you. If you want to take the job, let's face it, you have to go in there and accept what they're offering. If you don't, then you walk away. So, and then after you've done that, you know, you go to your other job and do whatever, you know what I mean? So you could, you know, you're going to have multiple paychecks either way. So I don't really understand why they would deserve a bonus for reading some lines when they're not on camera, and there's other people that are putting months and months of work. So I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm in very much support of the bonuses and stuff like that, or royalties, as it were, for every 2 million up to 8 million. But I suppose if you're a big company, you have to look at the actual. I mean, this goes into not voice capturing, motion capturing as well. So it's going to be the motion capture people and the voice actors. But having said that, like any industry, especially with the gaming industry or whatever, where you don't want to do it, there's always 10 people to do it for you. 10 people waiting, begging to replace your ass. And I think that's what these big companies might do. They'll just say, well, look, you don't want to do it. We want hiring your world-class talent of a voice actor. We get an amateur to do it. I'll get my son to do it. I'll get my daughter to do it. You know what I mean? it doesn't. You could just put anyone in there realistically. Don't have to be, and they just practice the acting of a particular scene until they get it right. So I think they're high amateurs, and I think there's so many other people trying to get into that industry that you ought to be replaced. Quite honest to God, and that's what they do. That's what they did with Kenpachi Zaraki on Bleach. He wanted more money. Instead of paying him, they just outed him and just got someone else new who was an amateur. Well, not an amateur, but you know what I mean. Anyone to replace him, because people are willing to take jobs, and especially the job market throughout the world right now. You know, people snap those jobs up, and they are cushy jobs. Let's face it. Yes, all right, they might be hard work to a point, but I'd stand there for a few hours and talk. You know what I mean, and put on a few emotions here and there throughout the actual. You know, it's compared to most jobs, it's got to be piss easier than anything else. A 9 to 5. Well, anyway, guys, let me know what you think of that particular topic. Anyway, guys, on to the next story. Oh man, I've dwelled so much on this topic. Unreal. Okay. Red Dead Redemption has basically been teased all week, and then finally yesterday they released a teaser trailer, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Brilliant graphics. It looks just absolutely beautiful. But then again, did we expect anything else, or anything less rather, from Rockstar Games? Fuck no. It comes out in the fall 2017 for Xbox One and PS4, but no word on a PC port. Ouch. Ooh. Also, it does have an online mode apparently, and you can already register for that online. I didn't play the last Red Dead Redemption. For whatever reason, I just didn't get into it. I think it was back when I was playing other games. I was stuck on maybe SOCOM, I believe. I think it was that long ago. So yeah, I know it's like a GTA world open game with you know, cowboys and stuff like that. So I can see why it's so appealing to a point. Very interesting what they do with a new one. I think the story is about him getting revenge and going after someone and killing them. I think. I'm unsure. I mean, maybe that relates to a previous game, and I think it does. But you know, you guys know more than me on that. Yesterday, I was out of town, or out of the city, so I didn't really know, or was nowhere near a computer. PSN got hacked apparently, or should I say DDoS. So that's not really a hack. It's basically when a load of traffic or garbage shit, could be porn, could be X, Y, Z, I don't know, being sent to servers, making them crash. So like I said, it's not really hacked really, but apparently this affected a bunch of websites. It was reported widely or heavily on the PSN that this was a major problem, but it also included actual websites like Netflix, which of course you can use on your computer, and apparently Twitter, I heard, as well. Also leaving lots and lots of players really pissed off at the Battlefield 1 launch. I believe also, you know, somebody tweeted, I played Battlefield for 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden the PSN went down. It still went down for maintenance. Thank God it weren't a long-term thing anyway. It's up now today. I will be able to play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Somebody gave me a code, and I will be giving them a shout. Jade Panda Smith, and she also got a YouTube channel as well. I will leave that in the link in the description below. I think it's called the Huggable Panda. I'm unsure. I'll find out, and I'll put it in the link in the description below if you want to check her channel out. So yeah, I will be playing Infinite Warfare. I'm going to record that perhaps after this, and give you my first impressions of that, so stay tuned. If it ain't out today, which it probably won't be, it'll be out definitely on Sunday, along with a simulation. FIFA 17 has ended, by the way, the story mode, so you won't have none of that anymore. And we're starting to see new games. And finally, the big news as well, Nintendo Switch is coming out in March 2017 with the likes of Skyrim, Mario, a new Mario game, and Zelda you saw in the trailer as well. It's a console that can go on your TV, but it can be used as a handheld along with 2 other controllers. It looks compact, very slick, and it uses Unreal Engine 4, which gives it third-party software, which is fantastic. More games. I've always said that, and I'm not a big Nintendo fan anyway. I really ain't. Or I played them, but it's not something I would go out and buy to play Mario. And they had some interesting, unique games, or what I saw, but at the same time it weren't enough, and it never really got expanded. The Wii U kind of died, I think. I mean, it just petered out. So it's fantastic that they got these new third-party alliance. To give you an example of how powerful the Unreal Engine 4 is, apparently a powered Gears of War 4. So that shows you the level of shit. Now, I really want to play Gears of War 4 anyway. I'm desperate to play that. So it just goes to show you how good the graphics are and how it's going to expand their viewer base. However, my one small thing with it, based on this console generation of the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One S, or the Xbox One Scorpio rather. All these consoles coming out, I've only played about 10 to 26 games on the current generation. Now that's basically because I don't play every single game, but at the same time I'm not interested in every single game, that's a given. However, what I would say is I can't see a lot of people, unless you're really a Nintendo fanboy, and that's fair if you are, I can't see a lot of people with this current generation going out and buying the Nintendo Switch. If you've got a PS4 or a PC or whatever, and you're kind of powerful consoles and stuff like that, are you really going to go and buy a Switch just to play a Mario game? Maybe you will if you're a hardcore fan, I understand that. But at the same time, I can't see anyone going out rushing out to have that as well. I really can't. The games in this console generation have been piss poor, to be honest with you. Halo and Gears of War and Xbox One specifically, I would only want to play. You got Battlefield, you got Call of Duty, just to play the story, to be honest with you. I hear the online multiplayer isn't that good, but I'm going to test that out, like I said, in a little bit, and give you my first impressions. That'll be out Sunday, hopefully, or Monday. It ends this weekend, by the way. But yeah, so a new console for Nintendo. I don't know how many people are going to be buying it. I personally will not be buying it. I've never been a Nintendo fanboy. I've played them, but I'm not going to be forking out to play that. I really won't be. It doesn't make sense to me, especially with this current generation of console, or the games rather, is what I'm complaining about, of a lack of them. But anyway, guys, that is it for this News Friday. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If subscribe for more content. I'll be starting a brand new playthrough next week. You know, share this video to give them the info as well, what's going on. Also, I am affiliated with Razer.com, who sell headsets, gaming headsets. I'm going to be having one next few weeks, or at least I hope to be getting that. So yeah, check out the link in the description below. They do mouses, keyboards, etc. And that will help me out. And like I said, I would only, you know, be affiliated with products that I myself would buy, because I don't want you having shit, like, you know, shit products and stuff like that. I know a lot of people tend to go for headsets that are £15–20 and they're very gimmicky. What you're better off actually doing, and they're shit, what you're better off doing is actually paying a higher price, for £80 to £100, and getting a 7.1 surround sound headset and a quality build, you know what I mean? It lasts for quite a while. Instead of like certain ones like Turtle Beaches I used to have, and they used to break after a year. That's fucking bullshit. So I never buy a Turtle Beach anymore, because when I bought them and rebought them, every year they would break, every year on cue. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's quite ridiculous. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Please join me for next week for a brand new playthrough. Batman I'll leave up here is my latest playthrough that I've been doing after finishing FIFA 17, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.